This is Jeremiah Craig coming at you for episode 3 of Break Room Balladeer, and I'm here in Bellevue. Gonna be checking out Blok24 today. Blok24 is an event application for iOS focusing on hyper-local events, like within 1 mile, 3 miles of where you live, or where you set your location to. And I'm really looking forward to getting in here and playing for these folks, getting the inside scoop on their business. They've also sponsored Logo Unlimited Presents Supporting Sound, which is coming up on February 25th. So if you don't have your tickets yet, you better get your tickets, because there's not very many left. Oh, it's gonna be a good day. It's the Break Room Balladeer. They work out of a WeWork, which is a co-working space. Lots of startups in one area. But this is gonna be my first time in the Bellevue WeWork, so we're gonna get to check out that too. Wow. Wow.
Hey, Pepper.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We came from the old world to Europe, through the ghost towns on the new gold rush. No matter how long you let it pursue you, you always submit to love. When you're shaking that colored sea green, or walking a weak plank with nothing but trust, maybe ready to sleep, perchance dream and say there's the rub, and I say, hey, yes, I wanna spend these days dreaming with you, yeah. Hey, I wanna spend these days dreaming with you. Yes, we landed here together, and we're only looking forward, so we rig the ships aglow. You keep that fire burning, you keep the lights to make it all explode, and you still take me over, love. You're the commandeer. Here we are like Decker giants, barking at the ones who own the land, amused at watching us pitch tent, but the laughs come softer as they watch us grow. And the reverie pilgrims of broad worlds and dreams, swinging through billboard skeletons. And what happens when come high water? We'll grab floating doors and follow the flow. Hey, I wanna spend these days dreaming with you. Yeah. Hey, I wanna spend these days dreaming with you. Yes, it looks like we're a fair distance. Let's lay here tonight and watch the fireflies blow. And I get that fire burning. You start the great fireworks show, and you still take me over, love. You're the commandeer. Yeah. I'm with Andrew Wright, CEO of Blok24. And Andrew, since I'm all about the stories with Break Room Balladeer and Inside the Songs too, I'm wondering if you could tell me the story of how you came up with the idea for Blok24.
Sure. Yeah, well, I'm at a stage in life where my kids are now out of the house, so I'm a recent empty nester. And as part of that process, I found that I had a lot more, my wife and I, we had a lot more time on our hands. And so we're out and about more in the community. And we're basically looking for things to do. And I realized that it was difficult to find great things to do. There are lots of resources, but they're fragmented all over the internet. And I thought, okay, that's a problem that makes sense for my life stage that I'd like to solve.
With the event focus and it being hyper local, how are you trying to differentiate yourself from like the Facebook events or the events that are in the local newspaper?
Well, first of all, we think about it from a consumer perspective. Consumers are looking for things to do, and that transcends going out to eat, going out to drink. So one competitor would be Yelp, for instance, which is basically a directory for finding restaurants or bars at its core. It doesn't have that kind of very interesting and very compelling event-based content that comes and goes. It is more perishable in its nature. When you look at another set of competitors, which would be social media, Facebook, Instagram, etc., you go to social media to discover perhaps somebody you're following, or more frequently, what friends are up to. And you discover things, as part of that process. But it's not a resource you go to when you say, okay, I want to go out to listen to live music. I want to find out where I should be going. We see ourselves as having a better context. It's the context as a consumer where you want to find something to do, and it could be an event, it could be a place to eat, a place to drink, it could be happy hour, it could be a variety of things. And we are orienting ourselves exclusively to that context, and nobody else is really doing that. So that's how we differentiate.
Where are you looking to take it? Like, what's your driving passion behind it, and what's on the horizon? Well,
it's interesting because in doing this business, I've discovered that, I kind of inherently knew, but I've discovered more about the stages of life, okay? And, I've been through that phase where I was a high school student, I was a university student, and then I graduated, and then I, met my wife, got engaged, had kids, now I'm emerging out the other side. And it's very interesting because we think of people at all those stages in life in terms of how much time they have, how much money they have, and what they want to do with that free time. And that's been really kind of enriching and fun. So we want this to go everywhere. It's relevant for people who are graduated. Their idea of a good time is, a keg of beer and 100 people. It's relevant for people who are settling down. Their idea of a good time is going out with their soulmate and listening to some music. It's relevant for people who are empty nesters and they want to go out with a group of friends to find a cool place to eat dinner. They just don't want to go to the same place they go to over and over again. Mm-hmm. It's really relevant to everybody. And when you do something, you get out of your house, off the couch, into your community, and you experience something that is kind of outside of your routine and off the beaten path. It's like enriching. It's part of what it is like to be human. So that is, for me, it really drives me. It's very inspiring, and it's just a very fascinating problem. We love being part of the local scene. The more we can do it, the better.
That's great. And I want to thank you again for sponsoring Supporting Sound Showcase, which is happening on February 25th over at 18th and Union in Capitol Hill. Thanks again, Andrew.
Okay, thank you.